Oh, what the heck is this thing called? USB audio device? Voice meter? I don't know. Interface? Yes. Check, 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 check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Top Sports Network's presentation of District 6 Class 2A Boys Volleyball Semifinal match between West Shamokin and Central. My name is Josh Truckengoss. Thanks for joining me. It's some issues getting on the internet here. It's always an adventure to try and get on the internet at West Shamokin. That's all I can say about that. It's a place that we love to cover. It's a place that's close to us, and we know the families, we know the athletes. But sometimes you just get hamstrung by things that are out of your control, and that was the internet tonight, but we're here. We're on and we're good. I'll get that scoreboard in place for you in just a moment. It is actually 10-2 right now in favor of the Wolves. West Shamokin coming out hot. No surprise here. They, the number one seed in District 6 2A, have swept Central twice this year. It is 10-2 here in the first set. And we are also broadcasting the Armstrong-Connellsville game, softball, WPIAL 5A quarterfinal playoffs. That is on the NFHS network. So hopefully we've made it clear enough over the past couple of days. NFHS has the rights to all WPIAL and PIAA playoff games. We do not. Therefore, they charge a subscription fee. Even though they use us as an affiliate to broadcast, we have to broadcast under their banner. They are in agreement and contract with the WPIAL and the PIAA, so that is the reason you would need to pay a subscription fee. It has nothing to do with High Top Sports Network. We never charge. It's part of our mission statement, our MO, if you will, modus operandi. We do not charge folks to watch our broadcasts. But come playoff season, that is out of our hands. I'd love to be able to dip in the old checkbook and write the WPIL $1 million check, but that's not happening anytime soon. So just to clarify that, figured I would do it at the beginning of the broadcast, which I expected to start a little bit sooner, but getting to and on the internet was a chore. So 11-3 now. Wolves up and a kill right there for West Shamokin. And that is Nikki Atherton with that kill. Make it 12-3. Wolves. Thanks to Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments, tonight's official broadcast partner. And for some reason, my keyboard has now stopped. It just gets better and better. I don't know why. Oh, it's saying it's not connected now. That's fun. You know, I tried to use a wireless keyboard here. Should have known better. Oh, and I'm going to... I don't know. I'm trying to update the score for you while doing an actual scoreboard, but... Well, Central's run off a couple of points here. 13-5. Oh, big swing right there by Braden Rogers. That's going to be blocked out of bounds, or dug out of bounds, excuse me. And a big kill there for BR. I got to give props to my cousin, Rachel Swartz, over here helping me out. She was helping me uncoil some cords, and now I told her to just go spike that wireless keyboard into a dumpster somewhere. I think the batteries are dead, that's why. And, you know, it happens. So, luckily, I thought ahead and brought a wired keyboard, if you can believe it. So, get back to business here in just 1 second. As the Wolves are taking care of business here in the first set. Hey, there we go. Maybe a keyboard that works. Well, Luke, I don't know what the score of the softball game is. You'll have to tune into NFHS. Just got a message about asking about the score of the softball game. Luke, I'm busy, bud. And Travis Johns a little bit short right there with that little tip attempt. 15-7 now. And I'm not sure why. Now I'm getting an error message. This is just fantastic tonight. It says that I'm connected, but it says the studio is not responding. This game being streamed on our YouTube page and on our website. A little tip shot there by Aiden Osterling. Connect streaming software to go live. I'm live. Oh, there we are. Well, it looks like you're seeing what I'm seeing. Oh, Aiden Osterling at the net. Puts it down with two hands. Make it 15-7 Wolves. Or 16-7 Wolves, excuse me. Yeah, you're seeing what I'm seeing, so we're good. And I will just maybe bump up the bit rate on the settings here. I know you love to hear this technical talk during a match. It is fun, isn't it? Big swing there by Ezra Osterling, looking for his third straight All-State selection, and a block right there at the net. Little joust, and Ezra wins. Not a surprise. He is a tremendous player with a bright future in this game ahead of him. I believe he's going to Teal. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to look that one up. Here's Osterling again, and that one's long, out of bounds, over to that far sideline. All right, sorry for the pause right there. BR a little bit long from the service line. 18-10 Wolves here in the first set. Set by Aiden Osterling to brother Ezra, and he puts it down. No emotion after that kill. Done it before. You know, as they say, act like you've been there before, and Ezra has certainly been there before when it comes to big kills in the middle. I don't understand. I just don't. Multiple things are just misfiring on me here. I don't know why, but they are. I'm trying to change that score up there so you can actually see what the count is. It's 19-10. I will tell you that it is 19-10. We are in the first set. I got things balancing by a hair here, so I don't want to drop them. So pardon my lack of commentary right this second. I'll get it to you, I promise. (20-11), Wolves right now. Oh. Leibarger, a little missed swing right there. Oh, man. Almost knocked something over there. That would have been bad. Hey, this works again. Just had to get a different cable. So make it 21 to 12 right now. Central trailing. Shamokin at the service line. Ezra Osterling set to serve. He usually comes with the big jump serve, so there it is. Good velocity. Popped over there by Central. Back set by Aiden Osterling. And a swing. That back row played by Ezra. Might have been out. Here's Travis Johns. He is out a little bit long for Johns. 21-13 now. Wolves ahead. Lefty serve right at Ezra Osterling. Pump set to Travis Johns. Good dig in the back row. And Ezra Osterling with that dig. And just long again. Unable to find it was Leibarger. Make it 21-14 now. Central putting a little fight together here. And a big swing by Johns, but blocked up nicely. And the lefty swing too long there. Attack error by the Dragons. So Rogers and Atherton. Well, Rogers checks in, Atherton checks out. Back row attack, too long there, but there was contact at the net. So a point for the Dragons. 23-14. Wolves ahead. And a kill right there by Rogers. Done nicely. We are at set point. 24-14. Wolves on top. Leibarger back to serve. Sends it across. Central going to get a chance here. Right-handed tip at the middle when it goes off the hand of Aiden Osterling and out of bounds. So a point and a side out for the Dragons. And jump serve. Osterling setting up a runner by Braden Rogers, blocked up. And pushing it too long and out of bounds. So the Wolves take set number one, 25-14. My man Greg Recupero here tonight. How you doing, man? Good to see you too, sir. Greg Recupero, fantastic photographer, covers the Heritage Conference and Indiana County sports like none other. Greg always offering up his photos for use in the Leader Times whenever the West Shamokin Wolves are on the docket. So we always thank Greg. He's a great guy. And out here covering per usual. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break, work on some stuff here. 25-14 was the final score there. I believe 25-15. I'm not sure. And I'm going to take a sip of the old water because it's much needed. I'm leaking buckets. It feels like the heat's on in here. Never fun. But I'll be right back here shortly for set number 2. Wolves and Dragons. Wolves up 1-0 here in this District 6 Class 2A semifinal boys varsity volleyball match at the Wolves Den here in Rural Valley, or New Mine, or Yatesboro, or whatever you want to call it right here. I'd say Rural Valley. And I'll be back. I'm going to mute out and just work on some stuff real quickly. We'll be back with the second set. Oh, brother. I don't know if I muted myself, so if you hear me humming, that's a sign of genius. Right, second set here. Wolves up 1-0, serving. That was Braden Rogers at the line. I'll get that score reset for you real quick. And another big kill. They call the net violation there on Central, but Wolves now up 3-0. A big swing and too long there. Wow, that was pretty incredible right there. Ezra Osterling's head was above the net, and he put it down. I mean, I don't even know how you swing at the ball when your head's above it. It's pretty impressive. Osterling just skying right there at the net. His head was over the net. That's I have to ask him about that. Is that intentional to put your head above the net? Does that help? I think it would. Here's Osterling again. Blocked up and dug out, 5-1. Now the Wolves lead, and from the back row, too long, floated out to the left side. 6-1 Wolves. Well, as I mentioned, I kind of expected this one to be a quick win. No disrespect to Central, of course. You know, the Wolves brought everybody back from a team that a year ago won their first ever state playoff game. Just a tremendous win over Mars. There's a block at the net that falls. So it's side out for the Wolves, or excuse me, for the Dragons. And I thought that this year's West Shamokin team, maybe not cruising to a district championship, but, you know, making it 5 straight, not entirely out of the question, and they are on their way to another appearance at the Mount Aloysius next week. Oh my goodness. I feel bad for the kids that have to stand in front of Ezra Osterling when trying to block right there. And you got to give credit to his younger brother Aiden passing, putting it right on the money. And both Rogers and Osterling can jump out of the gym and just make it that much more difficult on the opposing defense to try and block those. Jump serve, Osterling. Good dig, but it pops back over. That's the effectiveness. And there's a kill by Atherton. That's down. That's the effectiveness of a good jump serve. You might be able to field it, but if you can't pass it up to your center and it goes back over as a free ball to the other team, well, you see what happens. West Shamokin putting it down with ease. There's another one into the net. Service error by Osterling. And you'll live with that. I talked to Coach Craig about that. He said, you know, if they're, you know, his jump serve is 65% effective, then that's a win all night long. Oh, man, Aiden Osterling running back there to try and play the ball that was returned by, I believe that's Cessna out there. Oh, a little collision there. And West Shamokin a chance. Here's Travis Johns, and that one goes down. Travis Johns with the kill. 9-4, Wolves in front. Back row attack. Oh, and hanging in the air, making a nice play on that one from the back row. And Johns looking back at the official, didn't want to cross that line. And Max Preps, why? I went to find the central roster on Max Preps there, so if you heard a video play, sorry about that. And a good swing on the other side by the Dragons, number 11. That's Bryson Brooks, junior outside hitter. Brooks with a kill right there, makes it 10-6. Wolves in front, and now Central at the service line. And a little floater sent over there by Blake Reynolds. Here's Johns, a little two-handed push. Fielded and played. Lefty swing from Christian Houston, but out of bounds, 11-6. When Houston gets that left hand over the top, it's a pretty effective attack, but having a little trouble. He had that one prior to this error that he just had, he had one really, really good one that found the middle of the court back there. And Travis Johns with the knuckleball serve there, unable to be played forward by the Dragons. Make it 12-6 now, West Shamokin. Back row dig. Osterling, smart play. That would have been tough to set that ball. And Osterling just went up with the left hand, tipped it across into the dead spot, and down. 4-point. Make it 13-6. Johns continues to serve for the Wolves. Blocked up at the net by Rogers and Osterling. Not a great set right there by Aiden Osterling. Luckily, brother Ezra able to play it forward. So now, oh boy, miscommunication between Logan Hummel and Christian Houston. And it'll drop for a West Shamokin point. 14-6. Wolves on top. And a big swing, and it's out, but is there contact at the net? No, there is not. So an attack error there for the Dragons, and that will lead to a timeout taken by Central. And the score right now, West Shamokin 15, Central Dragons 6. Here on this Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments game night on High Top Sports Network. Hope you're enjoying this District 6 Class 2A semifinal match. And the Wolves looking to make another familiar journey to Mount Aloysius next week for the District 6 2A Volleyball Championship. I was there last year, plan on being there again this year should the Wolves advance. And got an email from one of the coaches up there who's going to be stepping away from coaching, Logan Patterson, and I believe that Logan and I might be on the mic together if things work out, so looking forward to that. Logan, I hope you're watching since I haven't responded to your email, so you could hear it here. But that was a gracious offer by Logan to lend his talents on the mic. Looking to get into the broadcasting field, so who knows, maybe a future high topper up there in D6 country. Rogers, that one blocked into the top row over there in the stands, and that's the kind of heat Rogers puts on the swings. It was fired off the block and out of bounds. I can't find what I'm looking for. Isn't that the story of life? Still haven't found what I'm looking for by U2 when they were cool. They're not preloading your devices with their crap music. Osterling, another kill, make it 17-6, so a couple points out of the timeout for the Wolves to extend the lead to 11 right now here in set number 2. Johns, bump set. Aiden Osterling to Ezra Osterling. No defense for that. All the way across, a good pass by Aiden to older brother Ezra. And I saw Sister Abby over there. She's got the camera in hand. Wonder if there's ever have setting competitions at family dinner. I'd take Abby. She was pretty solid back in her high school days and doing so at the college level now. Also a fantastic photographer. She lends her photos to the Leader Times as well. So I'm looking forward to what she comes up with. Always gets some great shots, some interesting angles. I told her, you have a second career in photography, sports photography. And I said, the reason you're so good is because you're an athlete. You've seen the situations. You know what the angles are. You know what to look for. She said she really enjoys it. So I said after her professional volleyball career is done, she can be the High Top Sports Network in-house photographer. She gets some good ones. I especially like the ones she takes, you know, that are kind of from behind, like kind of angled at the side from behind of like a jump serve or a kill. And I don't like to run photos without, you know, seeing the player's face. But Sometimes those you just kind of get the silhouette, the outline, and they look really cool. And she gets some really good ones. So thanks to Abby. I'll be looking forward to those after this match. And blocked at the net, out of the timeout. Wolves up 18-6. Big swing and out of bounds. No contact at the net. Point Wolves. I always look at that official in the perch there. And he was looking around to see if anybody saw anything. They did not. Meaning the other officials, if they saw any contact. None to be had, so the Wolves continue to inflate the lead. Now 13 points. Osterling, oh, just missing the back line right there. And the run finally ends. It's not 189, I promise. It's 19. 19-7. Wolves on top. Here in set number 2, Wolves took the first set, 25-14. And Aiden Osterling two-handed before the Central defense could get set right there. Nice kill for Aiden Osterling. That will make it 20-7 Wolves. Rogers skims the tape, gets it across. And a free ball. Johns pushing it forward. Osterling blocked down. And here's Ezra Osterling. Oh, into the net, and that's going to work. Rogers sent it across. Any trouble, and it hits the line that this stupid batting net's on. Oh boy, that's home field advantage if I ever saw it. Can't stand this net during the spring sports season and to truly despise it. And it helps the Wolves right there. 22-7, West Shamokin, as if they needed help. And that one popped this way and out of bounds, so make it 23-7. Wolves up 16 now. I believe I see young Alex Talmadge over there with his sticks. Envious that he got to enjoy the day on the golf course. I've asked him for lessons. He hits left-handed, I hit left-handed, but to no avail. Alex will not tutor me. He probably saw me swing and thought, there's too much to try and fix there. I can't waste my time with this guy. He's too far gone. Well, we are at set point once again. In set number 2, Rogers, quick serve, too long. So Central will live to play for at least one more point. 24-8. Now the score. And good hustle by the Dragons. And that tip is going to go down. So that'll be the second set in favor of the Wolves. Where is my Central Dragons logo? I just had one. Now it is nowhere to be found. There it is. I'm going to get this scoreboard up there sooner or later. I mean, the Wolves are not making this easy on me. They are just ripping through right now. All right. I think we got her here. All right, we are getting ready for the third set here. Wolves up 2-0 after a dominant performance in set number 2. They took it 25-8 in set number 2. So cruising right along are the West Shamokin Wolves, number 1 seed in District 6 2A. And I'm going to get you a scoreboard here. A scoreboard worthy of this match. Whoops, that's a 0. And the set is not a 0, sorry. That'd be a 3. It's a 4. I don't know why I put a 4 in there. Well, we're underway in set number 3. I promise West Shamokin gets the first point, as they did in the first 2 sets. And Travis Johns will serve. Good swing, but into the net, and I don't think there was much contact by the Wolves there, so Central kind of getting a break. Could have been 4 hits. Here's Rogers. Bad set there by Osterling. It was nowhere near where Rogers was jumping. And good rally here. Central doing its best. Left-handed tip. Ezra Osterling catches it, and Aiden Osterling, that's set a little bit in front of Ezra. And, you know, that's what an all-state player can do for you. He, boy, oh boy, he made a heck of an adjustment in the air right there and kind of bailed out little bro. And Central on the board here. And that one down, ties it up at 2 apiece. Central going to be continuing to serve right now. That is number 2 up there for the Dragons. And that, of course, is Logan Hummel. Back set, Rogers. And free ball sent across. Set here to Ezra Osterling, and that's a kill. Not too shabby there. Good pass by Aiden to Ezra. And put it down for the kill and the side out. 3-2 Wolves. Rogers jump serve and off of Central in the back row and out of bounds. Make it 4-2 Wolves. Alrighty. There's all kinds of things going on my screen here. Good things, I would say. There we go. And a big swing. I think it was contact at the net. What do they say? No, I kind of heard a fingertip. It sounded like. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. 5-2. That attack error goes in favor of the Wolves. And let me get this here. We're down there. Oops. Ooh. It is 7-3 Wolves. I'm just adjusting something really quickly here. Whoa. Why is it doing that? Sometimes you feel like a net. I don't know why that. Well, Central fighting back here, 8-6 now. Dragons trailing. Trying to fight back in this third set. Yeah. Oh, man. I think that's decent. And point goes to the Wolves. Hey, look at that. It's the wrong score, I know. We're getting there. 10-6. West Shamokin is up. And make it 10-7. Good kill right there. Coming across. For the Dragons, number 10. That would be Christian Houston with that kill and into the net. The attack error by the Wolves. So back to a 2-point lead for West Shamokin. And here's Johns. That was too long down the sideline. So Johns out of bounds right there. (10-9), just a 1-point game now. Central fought their way back. Johns blocked up. And point to the Dragons, tying it up here at 10 apiece. And Central taking its first lead in quite some time, maybe since the first set, I want to say. And Wolves trying to finish it off here. Last thing you want to do is let a team hang around. Travis Johns, he'll get the kill. Yeah, last thing you want to do is let a team hang around in the third set after you've thoroughly dominated the first two. And I think that's what the West Shamokin coaching staff, in particular Coach Scott Craig, is relaying to the team right now. It's like, you don't want to make more work for yourself here. There's no reason to change anything. You've been doing great. So Right there, Central able to get that point as it goes out of bounds. So 12-11, Dragons on top here in set number 3. And another point of miscue there by the Wolves. So now down a couple, and Scott Craig will take a timeout. Pretty surprised to see a timeout taken by the Wolves in this match, but it's well needed right now, and Coach Craig does not look particularly pleased with how this third set has gone. And I don't quite blame him. I mean, it's one thing the Wolves have kind of been, I don't want to say lackadaisical about this season, but, you know, they've gotten out to big leads. They are a very, very solid team. As I said, bringing everybody back from last year's team, which advanced to the PIAA quarterfinals and got the first ever state playoff win, another district title, 4th in a row. And so maybe a little overconfident at times this year. And, you know, you don't want to be that in the postseason. You want to be pretty much anything but overconfident in the playoffs. And Coach Craig has had to remind his team, we've still got a job to do here. Still got to finish this one before we get to go to the Mount and play for another District 6 title. Well, out of the timeout, they get a point. Rogers, the quick swing, and it deflects. So kind of a lucky break for the Wolves right there. Not exactly perfectly executed out of the timeout, but the point in the side out will work for West Shamokin. 13-12. Wolves trail here. And a swing, and it's just out of bounds right there. Just missing that back line. Oh, man, that was close. That was Blake Reynolds, the libero, taking a swing and just coming up a little bit long. So we're tied up at 13 apiece. And blocked at the net. Wolves going to get a chance. Bump set, back row attack, Osterling. And it's all the way out of bounds. So the Wolves pick up a few quick wins out of that timeout. Now have retaken the lead, 14-12. West Shamokin on top. 14-13, excuse me. Sorry about that. And the lefty tip by Osterling works again. Aiden Osterling at the net. Heads up play. You can feel that dead spot in the defense. And now a timeout taken by Central as the Wolves have rattled off, what was it, 4 in a row, I think. And have retaken the lead, 15-13 here in the third set. District 6 Class 2A boys volleyball semifinals here on High Top Sports Network. Josh Ruttengoss with you. I'd like to get a score for the Armstrong-Connellsville softball game. I'd just like to know. I got people messaging me about it, so I don't know. Not much cell phone service in here. I don't even look at my phone, honestly, when I come in this gym. It's pointless. And when you walk out after you do a game from this gym, you know, your phone just goes bananas. It's just all the messages and notifications you had just come through all at once. As soon as you hit the outside air and actually get some cell phone service. But try and find something for you here before the end of this game. Oh, big swing right there, and it goes off of Osterling, and a big kill. That was a hard hit ball by R.J. Doherty, the junior middle blocker. Man, that was a big swing by Doherty. And that makes it 15-14 now. Back to a one-point game. Osterling sets up Johns. And able to dig it out are the Dragons. That's set, too close to the net. And just pushed across, back row, and it's going to be too long, out of bounds to the left. I don't know, maybe something in the jet stream here. Those balls that get toward that back corner just seem to float out more often than pretty much anywhere else on this court. So that is 16-14 Wolves. Aiden Osterling sets up brother Ezra, and we're going to get a net violation there on the Dragons. And that'll give the Wolves a 3-point lead here. Oh, good hustle right there at the net. That was West Shamokin's Braden Newell getting on the floor. And a push across. Ezra Osterling to Aiden to BR, and he pounds it into the court. Big kill. Braden Rogers in the lead up to 4 now for the Wolves. And that's one thing about a team like West Shamokin. Boy, they can really flip the switch if need be, and something you don't want to rely upon, but they've been able to do it here tonight. Osterling's tip block back. Newell right there to help out. Osterling. Good dig and play forward there by Houston. Here's Rogers with the runner, and he puts it down. Hanging in the air, BR sends it to the court. Another nice kill by Rogers. And Wolves have taken control of this third set. 19-14 the score. And that set a little behind. Here's Ezra Osterling, punches it forward with the left. And good dive by Johns to dig it out. Great rally here by these two teams. Here's Rogers in the middle, too long, no contact. So the attack error there on BR gives side out to Central. Make it 19-15 Wolves here in set number 3. Wolves up 2-0. Looking to move forward. Back to the district championship game, and Aiden Osterling heads up as Ezra passed it forward on that short serve. Heads up play there by Aiden Osterling to get it over and kind of catch Central off guard there. 20-15 Wolves on top. Rogers. Oh, they're going to get a whistle quickly. Rotation error right there between Johns and Newell. I think Newell might have been out of position right there. Yeah, as soon as Rogers approached that ball to serve it, you heard the whistle go. And that is an error on the Wolves. So make it 20-16. Central trailing at the service line are the Dragons. There's Atherton, and just kind of got behind him right there and couldn't get a full swing on it. He pats his chest and says, "My bad." Not really. There's a equal responsibility for the set and the swing. Aiden Osterling, oh, his joust blocked down. Nice play at the net by Central. And just like that, back to a 2-point game. Osterling to Osterling, and it works as it's done so many times. 21-18 Wolves. Looking to close it out. And Aiden Osterling at the service line. Good placement right there. Johns in the back row, passes it forward. Here's Ezra, and that one is going to work again. Another kill for Ezra Osterling. Unable to play it forward. That was Blake Reynolds, the libero, in the back right there, and he just too much heat on the swing by Osterling right there, and Reynolds couldn't push it forward. Goes off of him and into the stands. And a timeout taken by the Dragons, thanks to Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments, tonight's official broadcast partner and scoreboard sponsor, as you can see there on your screen. Brian Myers and I graduated high school together about, well, in the last millennium, if you want to get technical about it. Brian's a great guy. Huge supporter of high school and youth athletics here in Armstrong County, not just West Shamokin, but Armstrong and all over the county. Brian Myers, great guy. Consider him a friend. I don't know if he'd say the same about me, but I think he would, if pressed. But I appreciate him always being on board here with High Top. And anytime we walk into this gym, I know that Carson Boyer Funeral Home and Monuments will be on the sponsors list. So thanks to Brian, thanks to Carson Boyer. Back to the action. That attack comes up a little bit short by Reynolds, so make it 23-18. 2 points away are the Wolves. A little miscommunication there. Blocked at the net, and it falls. So sometimes a bad break can work out well. A little miscommunication at the net by the Dragons, and doesn't end up hurting them. Oh, into the net, attack error. That's a tough one. Noah Grace into the game to serve, and comes up a bit short, so we're at match point here. Make it 24-19. Central definitely showing a bit more fight in this third set, but most likely too little too late. Jump serve, Osterling. And that one blocked down at the net to end it. What a nice play there by Anderson Fowler, the freshman, getting in there at the very end of this match, which took an hour and 2 minutes. All of 62 minutes. Took me more time than that to get in here and get set up with the internet and fighting the batting cage over here, which ultimately played a role in a key point for the Wolves as they win it. 25-19. Oops. 25-19 there in the third and final set. So West Shamokin will advance once more to the District 6 Class 2A Boys Volleyball Championship, looking to make it 5 straight. And West Shamokin has their sights set certainly on a district title, but Wolves obviously want to do a little bit more this year. You know, they made their way to the state quarterfinals, lost to Cochranton last year down at Peters Township. And I'll tell you, that was a fun game for me to broadcast just because the facilities are just ridiculous down there. Peters Township High School at AHN Arena, that place is like a small Division I college gymnasium. Just everything at your fingertips right there. They were great hosts, and the Wolves tried to fight against the District 10 champion Cochranton team, but came up a bit short. But they got past Mars in a thriller. Mars brought everybody back as well. Tremendous this year, undefeated on the season, are the Fighting Planets. So they are obviously in those WPIL playoffs right now. And West Shamokin now advancing once more after a straight set sweep of the Central Dragons, their third sweep of Central this season. They are headed back to Mount Aloysius. We'll be there. High Top Sports Network will be in the house next week. I wanted to see, they're going to be playing the winner. I think it was DuBois, and I know it wasn't Bishop Guilfoyle. Why is it slipping my mind right now? I'll get her up here real fast. Here we go. Wacha, Forest Hills. That's who it is. So the winner of Forest Hills and DuBois, that match taking place tomorrow night at DuBois. And then, well, it says championship date and location TBD, but I mean, pretty sure it's going to be at Mount Aloysius since I've already been contacted. But, West Shamokin back in the championship match once again. And High Top Sports Network will be there. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to break her down and get out of here and finish the newspaper. Check it out tomorrow. Pick up your leader times. The paper of record in Armstrong County, High Top Sports Network. We do the sports section. So make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, the X. We don't really post on the X much anymore. It's kind of become a wasteland. So, but follow us anyways. Check the website, hightopsportsnetwork.com, and I believe we have a playoff match tomorrow, Armstrong and Derry boys volleyball on the docket tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And I'm going to sign off right now, get the equipment in the car, and head home, and get the paper into the printer. You know, you get the whip cracked. You don't want to have it cracked twice. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thanks for tuning in to High Top Sports Network any and every time you do. And we hope you enjoyed tonight's presentation. Wolves 3, Central 0, straight set sweep. West Shamokin moves on. We'll see you next time here on High Top Sports Network. Josh Reckinghaus signing off for the entire